He took me on set. Darshan meet Salman by Salman meet Darshan, my new assistant. I'm like, kapde nahi hai yaar. And now for Toxic, I literally used AI. I learned AI and we've created looks. First mood board on.
Yash's film, yeah.
Yeah. There I'm doing full film. The brief was very simple. He's like, let's transform him. Let's show him that people have never seen him in the avatar before, and also his clothes are magical. And that guy is magical. He just transforms the way he stands, the way he moves. He just you'll see him, he's such a chameleon. There are multiple. Yes, Kapil Dev definitely one of the top 5. We did 5 look tests. Even if it was a wig, we had to get each and every curl in the front right. And then we have Lal Kaptan, it is really challenging to create that look which is sustainable on an outdoor film that came in called Billu Baba.
Yeah.
And people created
They had to
ruckus.
take down the
I'm a barber by caste and I am a barber right now. I don't have a problem. I don't know who has a problem. Why wouldn't you call a barber barber? Why is it such a demeaning term? Please come. Hi, my name is Darshan Yewalekar and you're watching me on Mid-day.
Hi, I'm Atulya and welcome to Midday. Today we are in conversation with the celebrity hairstylist Darshan Yewalekar, and he'll be talking to us about everything about the craft of hairstyling, and hopefully you'll get some tips about maintaining our moody hair all the time. So welcome to Midday, Darshan.
Thank you so much.
I've always heard the best thing to start, like the way to start is always to go back to the beginning. So I want to know about your journey. Like, how did you start, cultivating this skill of hairstyling? When did it all begin for you?
I can say that I think it's genetically embedded in me because by caste I'm a barber. It's written on my caste certificate, Hindu Navi, I feel. So it's not too far away from me. My mom was a beautician all my childhood. When I grew up in the house, my mom worked hard, dad worked hard. They put me in a convent school. Hairstyling was nowhere on the radar. I mean, I'm an accidental hairstylist. I'm not that guy who always knew what I wanted to be. One thing I was very sure of after 12th science that I want to study in the city. Thrown into an unknown, but hand-eye coordination was thankfully good. So I picked up the skill while learning with Jasbir Arora, who was my true mentor. He literally taught me everything, handheld me through the whole course, and he gave me a stage where he's like, you know what, take over and do few clients, you're ready. That gave me a lot of confidence. And again, by fluke, one of our colleagues was working in Bombay and he said he's working in film. So I said, okay, can I come and see the shoot? Again, as a small town boy, shooting dekhna.
Of course.
मतलब hero ठीक है, ambitions तो
large sets and all,
but वो सब कैसे shooting होती है? So I said, हाँ मैं आता हूँ. So I came to Bombay to see a shoot, and his boss then said, come meet me next day. I thought मैं मिलूँगा and then I'll go back. He took me on set. Darshan meet Salman by Salman meet Darshan, my new assistant. I'm like, kapde nahi hai yaar.
Which film was this?
मुझसे शादी करोगी.
Oh.
And that's how I started work in film as assistant sweeper cleaner. I didn't have a passport, so I had to move out from that film.
Okay.
Passport भी पता नहीं था क्या होता है. And then I started helping my ex-boss in the salon, small salon, taking appointments, cleaning, assisting. And that's how my career began. I assisted him. Then Bhai called me back to style his hair from Lucky. The film. And then I stayed with Salman Bhai till 2008. Till Wanted was my last film.
You really started big in the industry with Salman Khan.
Yeah, it's like I stumbled upon it. That's why I say I'm an accidental hairstylist. I think he's a people's person, and for me, his bhai, his older brother, I literally grew up with him from the age of 17 till 22. He's mentored me. He's shown me the world when I didn't know what the world is. I couldn't speak in English. I'd never sat in flight. He's taken me international. He's given me freedom to do his hair for Yuvraj, for Subhash Ji's film. He said, Darshan has a vision and he'll do something for my hair. And Subhash Ji also wanted to create like a larger-than-life hero for his film. It's a musical. So he gave me that freedom. I mean, I colored his hair, did two-tone color, which is very like global and highlights, technical terms. And I did it for him, and he allowed me to do that. And that was really great of him. And he pushed me always.
And especially with films and characters, the hair plays such a big role because people get inspired by that. People try to ape that, especially with someone like Salman Khan. Multiple hairstyles of his have gone viral. So what is that process that goes behind, like if you're approached for a film first, what is the first step that you go? Do you talk to understand the character better? Do you talk to the directors? And what kind of process that goes behind, developing a look?
So I think we've come a long way. it's more streamlined now. I remember earlier when I used to style for Bhai and other upcoming actors, I was really intrigued कि I could add more value. So I used to ask, मुझे कुछ बता दो character के बारे में या. So they used to be like, तू क्या करेगा जान के, तू इसको hero बना दे. Just make him look cool. I've come from that till I stumble upon Ranveer again, where Sanjay sir helped me meet him, and then from then onwards there was a structure in play. Like there is a system in place where you are designing for film, so you understand what the script is, what the character is, what is the timeline of the character, what kind of hair would that character have, would it be clean, messy, sharp, you know, it all depends on that. And then coming to the actor you're dealing with. So I think the process has also for me evolved over the period of 15 years, last 15 years, where I not only styled Ranveer, and that gave me motivation to design full film. एक होता है ना, आप एक एक्टर के साथ कर रहे हो, but आपको लगता है आप और कुछ कर पाओगे, और कुछ कर सकते हो, there is space for something. And that's when I started designing full film, and I asked for script, and then they gave me, and I added value to it. Slow and steady, people started trusting the process. They started seeing the magic on screen. And also when you create a look for an actor, for example Khilji, when you create that look with that beard, you automatically feel menacing, you automatically give that aura. So your 50% job is done. You know what is the job of costume and hair is to translate director's vision into that character, and that character should believe in that, like he should feel that he is one. So cinema has also evolved that way, actors have also evolved, and that has given us space to, and me to space, it's given me space to create looks for actors. I think it's a very detailed process. I read a script, I talk to the actor, I talk to the director, we have a session. Then now for Toxic, I literally used AI, I learned AI, and we've created looks. First mood board on
film,
there I'm doing full film. So there are a lot of characters, and with Gitu, I think we sat down almost 6 months prior, and we created the full lookbook. So it's more detailed now because directors also get that vision, inspiration if you create something new. There is this recent example I can give you is Chhatri Wali, Rakul's film for Satish Kaushik. So I remember that character when I read the script. I said, this character is very interesting. He's the owner of condom factory, and he's very quirky in that. So he said, इनका wig करना है. I said, क्यों ना सर ये wig की तरह दिखे और इनके पास multiple wig हो, तो हर एक scene में इनका बाल अलग है. And then he said, हाँ यार, एक तिजोरी रखते हैं, ये normal नहीं रखते हैं, इनकी wigs ये तिजोरी में रखते हैं. And that's how, you know, the process adds to the character and to the whole film, where the whole, you know, hair can change and make the magic into the character. And that's how I think people have started accepting it now. And with period films coming in, there is so much scope to do and create looks.
I saw Jewel Thieves looks. You have completely changed Hathoda Tyagi.
So
completely is a different look. So what was that, you know, creating a look for Jaideep Ahlawat for Jewel Thieves?
But that's exactly was the brief. You know, let's break the stereotype and let's make him look cool. And I think the first mood board also, I think the director got really excited. That film, they called me only for Saif, and then after seeing what I did for Saif, they said, why don't you design for Kunal Kapoor and for Jaideep as well. The brief was very simple. He's like, let's transform him. Let's show him that people have never seen him in the avatar before, and also his clothes are magical. And that guy is magical. He just transforms the way he stands, the way he moves. He just, you know, you'll see him, he's such a chameleon. And it's fantastic to work with such people who give you space, who give you, who add to your process. And we also get to add to their process. And that's when we decided to go really uber cool, chic hairstyle with colored hair for him.
And there's also one more, I think, Ranveer Singh as Simba. That is a very standout look also. How did you come to that look, you know, that sleek style of his?
Simba, I'll give 100% credit, and Ranveer will second me, 100% credit to Rohit sir. He was so clear about his character. He was so clear. He's like, Darshan, मुझे एकदम flat hair चाहिए और छोटा सा mustache चाहिए. सब बड़ा curl नहीं, छोटा सा curl.
So you already had the vision.
He was very clear. All I had to do is just make sure I execute that and give him what he wants. Yeah, I mean, sometimes directors are very clear. You know, it's not always necessary that you have to do a lot. Sometimes less is more. You know, and maybe you just add to that vision. and it's a very it's a fun character, you know.
Yeah. What has been your most challenging assignment so far? I was assuming if you ape a real life person on screen like Kapil Dev.
Yeah.
Was that something that's very difficult for you to do?
Kapil Dev was very difficult. There are multiple. Yes, Kapil Dev definitely one of the top five. We did 5 look tests. Even if it was a wig, we had to get each and every curl in the front right. Also the moustache, we had to get the moustache correct, which was his natural hair. There was a debate where Kabir sir was like, "You think his real moustache will match, or should we do a fake one?" I said, "No, I think I've worked with him so much. I know how the hair falls, and we should we should be able to achieve it." And then we have Lal Kaptan. You know, it is really challenging to create that look which is sustainable on an outdoor with him riding a horse. We had to really think and rethink. And first look test. First introduction to Saif, me, director, we all were sitting, and I told them initially, I said, this is not your regular film where you come and you play around, style the hair, and whatever you like you fix. This is when you create a look, there will be multiple sessions, multiple look tests. And that's when Saif was very keen to work on something so ensemble with the look, massive wigs. And after first look test, he realized, he said, you were right. You were right. Because it's a baby step. Today you'll get 30%. Tomorrow you might get 5%. The other day you might crack 60% of it. So it's a process that you have to surrender, and an actor also has to support you. That look was also really challenging. And full film, and now Toxic that we're doing is very challenging, because I can't talk much about it, but there's lots happening in that film, and we have to really be up to date with the kind of styling that we're doing, and it has to be appropriate to what the director is creating.
Darshan, can you take me through the business of the grooming industry right now, especially the men's grooming industry? Before the shoot office, we were talking about the big boom that's been there.
Yeah.
Can you just elaborate more on that, how the industry has grown since the time you have joined, especially?
I mean, it's drastically changed. It's taken a 180-degree shift. When I had joined, there were big names like Javed Habib, Nalini Yasmin, Jasbir Arora. They were selected 3-4 who had created a ripple across hair industry, and hair was perceived in a very different manner. When I say different manner, in a very simplistic manner, कि बाल काटना है और बाल blow dry करना है. Right now, men's grooming, as you said, is coming up because men have started paying attention to how they look, especially with the social media and how the dating game is going on. As we all know, from 80s, 90s kid, we all used to go out to meet people, or to hang out with people. Right now there are hangouts on apps. So whatever you have to project, it's the projected version of you on digitally on a digital screen. So men have also started taking care of themselves with their skin, with their hair. The multiple products have been launched. Barbering industry also has evolved since 2008, because earlier I remember nobody used to be called barber. Everybody wanted themselves to be called as a hairstylist. But barbering never got its podium because nobody packaged it well. Nobody portrayed barbering in the way it's supposed to, because it's the true form of cutting. It's the real word, barbering. It's like you'll call darzi a darzi, right? Yeah. You'll call chambar a chambar, because they do that job. It's being called as a barber it was looked down upon. There was a film that came in called Billu Barber. Yeah. And people created ruckus.
Had to take down the name.
I'm a barber by caste, and I am a barber right now. I don't have a problem. I don't know who has a problem. Why wouldn't you call a barber barber? Why is it such a demeaning term? It's not, because barbering took a hit. Now, it's too much of a deep history to bring out right now. But so to say, I think that's what my vision is with the business and barbershop also, to bring the Indian barbering on an international platform.
But are we making the best use of technology in the grooming industry right now?
I read somewhere in the book, the Fortune 500 companies, there are few of the companies which have gone good to great. The top companies, somebody's made a 11 companies list. And what makes a company great is not the technology, but the process and structure and their belief system. No matter, technology can come and go. And technology can be used for the betterment of the process, but technology can never be the key for your growth. So even if you use the new age technology, like the chairs in my barbershop are from Japan, but the purpose is so that when you sit and when you're lying down for 20 minutes, you feel comfortable. That chair doesn't make you feel uncomfortable because it's designed. These guys are into barbering chair for 100 years. It's not now. We have hair vacuum now that helps us to one person to clean hair quickly, push a button and it cleans the hair. So how you use the technology is also important, not just having a glam around or gloss around, which is not solving your purpose. So definitely the technology has grown substantially and it is growing more. Like the trimmers are getting better, the machines are getting better, which help to create your craft in a better manner.
Lastly, I want to know if you can give people tips on how to maintain their hair on a day-to-day basis. Something very basic they can do at home. But let's come down to Mumbai because air pollution, a lot you're traveling. So how to just maintain your hair, till the time you reach office?
I think one common problem I feel every Mumbaikar asks me is, especially girls, is my hair is good, but it's very frizzy and dry. That's the problem everybody because of traveling outside. I think your best friend is leave-in conditioner and a brush. You should always have a leave-in conditioner with you, like a perfume, because frizziness is something that can be caused by weather and especially humidity as well. How can you reduce it? By making sure your hair is healthy and moist. Using correct kind of conditioner that suits your hair. There are multiple products in the market. You don't have to get confused. Depending on what your hair texture is, ask your stylist who will tell you what your texture is and who will recommend you the correct conditioner. Use it properly, but at the same time use leave-in conditioner. Leave-in conditioner protects your hair whole day. So even if you feel after 6 hours it's gone out, you just spray some water or take a leave-in conditioner, spray it and brush it, your frizziness steams down. And the classic way to stop it if your hair is thick or thin, whatever. I mean, the classic nuska is the Nani Ma's nuska, hair oil. Coconut oil is something that, but there are so many conversations about it attracting dust and attracting, I believe it's in fact a protecting layer on your hair and on your scalp, which you shampoo it and it just comes off. Obviously making sure that your scalp is not already oily and you're adding too much oil to it. Making sure. But yes, 90% solution is also easiest is using hair oil to tame that frizziness. Please come. So this is my barber shop.
Yeah, it's quite cozy, I would say.
Thank you. Thank you. Please come. So these are the chairs, barber chairs. इनकी मैं आपको बात बता दूँ. The chair is called Takara Belmo और ये Japanese chair है, company है, जो dentistry और barbering की chair बना रही है almost 100+ years से. So these are the 3 chairs that I have. This is, if you see that small hole, this is a hair vac जहाँ पे आप सिर्फ बाल ऐसे पास में ले जाओ and then press a button and it just sucks all the hair in. This is also an art gallery. It's not just a barber shop.
I think we should just take a round to show where the art gallery starts.
Yeah. So it's not just a barber shop, but it's also an art gallery where people can appreciate and buy art. So the whole idea of creating this art gallery come barber shop also was to motivate us that when you're crafting hair, when you're doing hair, you should also understand that it's not just about cutting hair, but creating a look according to a person. So this is a barbershop section, that is a color section, the other side where you see, where we color hair and cut hair for women as well. We wanted to keep a separate color section because these are the 2 different authentic services. Where you cut hair, you purely cut hair and beard, and where you color, it has to have its own section and feel where we are justifying that process. We also have a barber coat hanging. This is a barber coat designed.
Pretty fancy. It's pretty functional also.
Yeah, and the idea was to make it functional so that we use our equipment, we keep it together, and then when the job is done, you remove it, and then the person who's cutting, his identity is himself, whereas the professional identity also is protected. This is done by a very senior graffiti artist who's doing a lot of rounds in the city, who does all the big graffitis. Luckily, I got a hand of him and I told him it's my passion project and could you do this for me and feel free creating whatever you want to. So I wanted a monk walking away with an umbrella. It's just a mirror. So color section also doesn't need mirror all the time, because when you're coloring the hair, you're spending 3-4 hours. So you don't need the mirror in front. I think you need it by the end of it. So I wanted it to be very very casual, very homely place where you just come and sit and your process is done. You're on your phone, you're on your tablet, doing your own thing. This is a pedicure section and wash section. What matters is what you do, and what matters is how you cater to your client. You know, how, keeping the place hygienic, making sure you have all the advanced machines, or even whatever you have, you keep them clean, building a nice environment. So much so, a lot of people ask me, "Arey, are you opening a barber shop? You think girls will come?" I can guarantee you, I have data to prove that when I started, I had 2.26% of girl client, and right now we are 34.28. So girls also love it. You know, it's as a child, girl used to go to a barber shop to cut hair.
Yeah.
Why did they stop? A, because technicians were not trained enough, and B, they had not created a safe environment for them. So my idea is to build a barber shop where I promote this thought to all the barbers across India that it's okay if you have a barber shop. Just you have to make sure that you're technically sound, you have all the equipment right, knowledge, and you create a safe environment for a girl. They'll in fact happily would love to go to a technician who does brilliant hair.
Subscribe to Mid-day India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.